like anyone else can do it justice the way that he did. But so I'm not singing it. We're just reading it. Okay, so we're gonna read now. We have the background a little bit. We have the background of the gopis enjoying with Krishna, and then becoming proud, and then Krishna disappearing. And then they look for him. They exert all the means within their power to try to find him, and they are unsuccessful. So now in complete, without any other option to turn to any other method of trying to find Krishna, they begin to sing. So we'll read this song. The gopis said, "O beloved, your birth in the land of Vraja has made it exceedingly glorious, and thus Indira, the goddess of fortune, always resides here. Only for your sake that we, your devoted servants, maintain our lives. We have been searching everywhere for you, so please show yourself to us. O Lord of love, in beauty your glance excels the whirl of the finest, most perfectly formed lotus within the autumn pond. O bestower of benedictions, you are killing the maidservants who have given themselves to you freely, without any price. Isn't this murder? O greatest of personalities, you have repeatedly saved us from all kinds of danger, from poisoned water, from the terrible man-eater Aga, from the great rains, from the wind demon, from the fiery thunderbolt of Indra, from the bull demon, and from the son of Mayadanava. You are not actually the son of the gopi Yashoda, O friend, but rather the indwelling witness in the hearts of all embodied souls, us as your maidservants, and show us your beautiful lotus face. Your lotus feet destroy the past sins of all embodied souls who surrender to them. Those feet follow after the cows in the pastures, and are the eternal abode of the goddess of fortune. Since you once put those feet on the hoods of the great serpent Kalia, please place them upon our breasts and tear away the lust in our hearts. O lotus-eyed one, your sweet voice and charming words, which attract the minds of the intelligent, are bewildering us more and more. Our dear hero, please revive your maidservants with the nectar of your lips. The nectar of your words and the descriptions of your activities are the life and soul of those suffering in this material world. These narrations, transmitted by learned sages, eradicate one's sinful reactions and bestow good fortune upon whoever hears them. These narrations are broadcast all over the world and are filled with spiritual power. Certainly those who spread the message of Godhead are most munificent. Your smiles, your sweet loving glances, the intimate pastimes and confidential talks we enjoy with you, all these are auspicious to meditate upon, and they touch our hearts. But at the same time, O deceiver, they very much agitate our minds. Dear master, dear lover, when you leave the cowherd village to herd the cows, our minds are disturbed with the thought that your feet, more beautiful than a lotus, will be pricked by the spiked husks of grain and the rough grass and plants. At the end of the day, you repeatedly show us your lotus face, covered with dark blue locks of hair and thickly powdered with dust. Thus, O hero, you arouse lusty desires in our minds, spiritual lust. Your lotus feet, which are worshipped by Lord Brahma, fulfill the desires of all who bow down to them. They are the ornament of the earth, they give the highest satisfaction, and in times of danger they are the appropriate object of meditation. O lover, O destroyer of anxiety, please put those lotus feet upon our breasts. O hero, kindly distribute to us the nectar of your lips, which enhances conjugal pleasure and vanquishes grief. That nectar is thoroughly relished by your vibrating flute, and makes people forget any other attachment. When you go off to the forest during the day, a tiny fraction of a second becomes like a millennium to us, because we cannot see you. And even when we can eagerly look upon your beautiful face, so lovely with its adornment of curly locks, our pleasure is hindered by our eyelids, which were fashioned by the foolish Creator. Dear Achyuta, you know very well why we have come here. Who but a cheater like you would abandon young women who come to see him in the middle of the night, enhanced by the loud song of his flute? Just to see you, we have completely rejected our husbands, children, ancestors, brothers, and other relatives. Our minds are repeatedly bewildered as we think of the intimate conversations we had with you in secret. Feel the rise of lust in our hearts and remember your smiling face, your loving glances, and your broad chest, the resting place of the goddess of fortune. Thus, we experience the most severe hankering for you. O beloved, your all-auspicious appearance vanquishes the distress of those living in Braja's forests. Our minds long for your association. Please give to us just a bit of that medicine, which counteracts the disease in your devotee's heart. O dearly beloved, your lotus feet are so soft that we place them gently on our breasts, fearing that your feet will be hurt. Our life rests only in you. Our minds, therefore, are filled with anxiety that your tender feet might be wounded by pebbles as you roam about on the forest path. So we'll go to the next chapter. Sorry. Oh, sorry, I don't have internet. Anyway, it's 2 verses. I'll just read it. It's okay, Mataji. Shukadev Goswami said, O king, having thus sung and spoken their hearts out in various charming ways, the gopis began to weep loudly. They were very eager to see Lord Krishna. Then, Lord Krishna, a smile on his lotus face, appeared before the gopis, wearing a garland and a yellow garment. He directly appeared as one who can bewilder the mind of Cupid, who himself bewilders the minds of ordinary people. So Krishna responded to the gopis' entreaty. We talked about the word entreaty at the beginning. So now, looking at the Bhajan Gopinath, again, I want to highlight that this Bhajan Gopinath is written from the point of view of someone who's completely absorbed in everything material. And the Gopi's song is from the point of view of someone who's completely absorbed in everything spiritual. So these are not the same at all in one way. But in another way, we can now have a sense of what the Gopi's mood was, calling out to Krishna, calling out to Gopinath, who is their Lord. And we can read this bhajan. We'll read just the translations. I don't have so much to say about it. We can just read the translations, understand their meaning and how it relates to ourselves, and then we'll sing the bhajan. Does that sound okay? Okay, thank you. So, I'll read the verse, the song. So, just reading the translations here. O Gopinath, please hear my prayer. I am a wicked materialist, always addicted to worldly desires, and I possess no good qualities. So right there, this is not the gopis. This is not the gopis speaking. This is me speaking, Mukunda Russell. Next. O Gopinath, you are my only hope. I have taken shelter at your lotus feet. I am your servant. Go next. O Gopinath, how will you purify me? I do not know what bhakti is, and my materialistic mind is absorbed in mundane fruitive activities. I have fallen into a dark and perilous worldly existence. One note on this verse really quickly. We hear this pastime of Krishna being bound to the grinding mortar by Mother Yashoda. In Kartik month, this is the pastime that we're honoring. And one of the major lessons that comes from that pastime is that the devotee can bind Krishna, can quote unquote bind Krishna with their love through 2 factors. One factor is the devotee's endeavor, the other factor is Krishna's mercy. So here we're seeing how Bhaktivinoda Thakur is essentially placing the entirety of the the responsibility on Krishna. He's saying, Gopinath, how will you purify me? Like, do we not have to do something ourselves? We do have to do something ourselves. But we will not become successful unless Krishna also gives his mercy. And the way he'll give his mercy is by seeing how we are trying to purify ourselves. So we can go to the next verse. O Gopinath, everything here is your Maya. I have no strength or spiritual knowledge, and this body is not free from the control of material nature. O Gopinath, this wicked soul, weeping piteously, begs for an eternal place at your lotus feet. Bestow your mercy upon me. O Gopinath, you are capable of everything. You have the power to deliver all wicked persons. Who else is there for this sinner? O Gopinath, you are an ocean of mercy, having come into this material world of 5 elements for the sake of the living entities. You display your divine pastimes. So this is really beautiful also, because there are different purposes for Krishna's advent in the material world. There's a verse in the Bhagavad Gita that describes how Krishna comes to annihilate the miscreants and to establish Dharma. There's so many purposes for Krishna's advent. So we're seeing here, having come into this material world of 5 elements for the sake of the living entities, you display your divine pastimes. So how do Krishna's pastimes deliver us? For example, we're hearing about Krishna's relation with the gopis. Gopinath mama nivedana shuno. Gopinath Vishai Durjan Kichu nahi mora guno. Next slide. Gopinath amara barashatumi. Gopinath amara bara. Tomara charane loinu sharana. Tomara charane tomara kinkara ami. Gopinath mama nivedana shuno. Gopinath Gopinath kemone shodibe more. Gopinath kemone shodibe more. Na jane bakati karme jada mate. Na jane bakati पदेची संसारा गोरे गोपीनाथ सकले तुम्हारा माया गोपीनाथ नाही मामा बाला ज्ञान सुनिर्मला स्वाधीन नाहे काया गोपीनाथ मम निवेदन शृणु गोपीनाथ गोपीनाथ नियत चरण स्थान गोपीनाथ मागे पामरा कांदिया कादिया मागे पामरा करो है करुणा दाना करो है गोपीनाथ तुम्हें तो सकाले पार गोपीनाथ तुम्हें तो दुर्जने तारीते तुम्हारा शाकाते दुर्जने तारीते के आचे पापीरा आरा गोपीनाथ मम निवेदन शृणु गोपीनाथ गोपीनाथ तुम्हें कृपा परबार गोपीनाथ जीवेरा कारणे आशिया प्रपंचे जीवेरा कारणे लीला कोयले सुबिस्तारा लीला कोयले गोपीनाथ आमी के दोषेरा दोषी गोपीनाथ गोपीनाथ आमी के दोषेरा दोषी गोपीनाथ Asura sakala pailo charana. Asura sakala. Asura sakala pailo charana. Asura sakala Vinodata kilo boshi Gopinath Mama Nivedana Shuno Gopinath Mama Nivedana Shuno Mama Nivedana Shuno. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mukunda. Please give him a big hand. Especially considering the fact he read Gopi Gita and we were not sure if it is going to be finished on time. Thank you. Anyway, today's Sunday feast is sponsored by 3 families. Dev Iyer is sponsoring for his son Adit's recovery. And Saujanya Vemula, she is sponsoring for her younger son Dhruva's birthday. Is Dev Iyer and Saujanya here today? Who is that? Saujanya? Oh, Dhruva? Dhruva is, please come and receive prasadam, please, Prabhuji. Yes. Thank you, Saujanya, for sponsoring his big birthday. And Zach Prabhu is seeking blessings of the devotees for his grandfather, Lau, who left his body on 6th of this month. So let us all pray for the spiritual well-being of all these families and who are praying for their children's health and well-being and also for the departed soul. So please chant after me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let us seek the blessings of Sri Sri Radha Madhava and Sri Sri Radha Shyama Sundar so that they shower their unlimited mercy on these families. Anyone else interested in sponsoring future Sunday feasts, you can contact our Ramdas Prabhu. So today, you can see we have our Sri Sri Radha Shyama Sundar on the altar. They came yesterday night and they will be here until Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Okay, so their lordships will be on the altar until Vegetarian Festival, and this is going to be more than 10,000 people are expected to be here, and it's a huge festival. Anyone in this group who have not signed up for any services, please contact Sumangala Mataji and sign up for services. She needs 200 people. And then you can imagine what that is all about. So I think I will leave the the announcements to Abhay Prabhu, but let me just finish one more thing. We have gotten into the tradition of recognizing devotees here, at least one devotee per Sunday. And today I would like to recognize and appreciate a devotee by name Ramdas Prabhu. Can you please stand up, Ramdas Prabhu? As I say again and again, a million times, there is no way to express my feelings of gratitude to each and every one of you devotees. But now today it is all about Ramdas Prabhu. Many of you don't even know he exists. He's so quiet. He will just quietly come and quietly go. Nobody even notices he's here. You have seen him giving prasadam, but you know, even then, the way he do that is like such a subtle way that you don't even notice his presence. It's not like loud, or he's not like, here is me, look at me how humble I am. And that's not him. But the service that he has been doing quietly behind the back of all of us is like always arranging prasadam for Sunday feast sponsors, following up, making sure their prayers are offered here to their lordships by our priests. And not only that, on each and every festival, can you imagine 10,000 people, they come here, where are they going to park? Who is going to point them where to go and park? It's a really tough job. In my opinion, the toughest, because you stand there in whether it is heat or cold until the end of the program, and you miss everything that is happening in the temple. That's a lot of sacrifice for a devotee for year after year after year, coming here and standing near the gate and taking care of the parking for our convenience. And please give a big appreciation for Ramdas Prabhu. And he does the cleaning team a million times. My obeisances to the cleaning team again and again for the Sunday feast tasks. He lives in Bolingbrook. He has an equally quiet wife and 2 beautiful children. And we are so very grateful, Ramdas Prabhu, for your quiet and, unpretentious way of never demanding any attention. And this is like an example that everyone can follow what a devotee is like. Thank you again a million times. And I'm going to request Abhay Prabhu to speak about Janmashtami, right? You will speak? Shyam? Where is Shyam? I have no idea. Oh, there he is. Shyam Prabhu just came back from India. I thought he was taking rest. No.
So here,
after you give
here I'm back again. I mean, sometimes it's better I'm not there, right? Some of you may be wondering, but this is my service, so I have to be back, and I have to ask you again. So this is those of you who is the first time who don't know what I have in my hand. This is colors, beautiful, silver. I was told it's original, came from original India. And so this is a beautiful colors we have. You have an opportunity on the day of Janmashtami, offer Abhisekam directly here to deities. Right? So this is only once in a year we do this, very rare opportunity. And we have limitations. We have total only 54 colors. So there are large number of has already been sponsored. So my humble request to you not to miss this out. So please do. Shyam Sundar may not be in this temple room again. He will be in the bigger one next time. So you may have to make a picture that you sponsor. Radha Shyam, I did it when you were in that temple, right? So make that mark this year, and please sign up. Very simple. There are flyers all the way, inside, outside. Abhay Prabhu, see me, Ramdas Prabhu, anywhere. But I really request you. This is $501. This colors itself costs about $150, which you can take your home as a souvenir. Also, we have a midnight aarti, which is one of the most demand. So I am not advertising that a lot. But again, there are 20 midnight aarti. That's going very fast. So please sign up. There is a Google form. You can sign up and you can do that. The one thing you should not do that. A lot of people wait for the last minute. And then I have a confusion, their names, their other names, and then I find difficult to announce. So today is a $501. And on that day, on the day of Janmashtami, if you want to sponsor, $1,001. Right? So please don't miss out. So this is my advertisement to you. So today is a discounted price of $500. Again, joke apart, I really need your help. Please.
Happening inside from 6:30 to 8 p.m. every Sunday. And I'm not forcing anyone to join. I just want to inform you all that it's happening, because I don't know that everyone knows that it's happening. And so if you would like to attend the kirtans that happen every Sunday, then I'm just informing you that that's happening here. So please join us. And the more that we have, the more ardent our prayer will be. So thank you. Hare Krishna.
I have one last thing, that is acknowledging the devotees who are cooking Sunday feast. Today it was Kathamrita and her team, and the cleaning is done by Amalatmana Prabhu, Zach, Rutul, Deepak Chowdhury, Rutvik, and I have a feeling that there were new people who joined our volunteer team also, who have signed up for this. Serving is Tejash, and pantry Umesh, and grocery purchases by Srikant Prabhu, and shopping done by Umesh Prabhu. Please give a big hand to all of them.
Do we do the crown thing or no?